All right, so here's the story. So I had decided to travel around the country. I had a motorcycle, a GS 750T Suzuki. I had $100, and I had 3 bags. I had a tank bag and I had 2 saddlebags with clothes. Right side was clean, left side was dirty. The bike leaned left. And I got to my first stop, and it was in Eugene, Oregon. And I set up on the side. I got my little leather jacket. I'm feeling cool. I'm traveling around the country. I got this great opportunity, 19 years old, take over the world. And I stood there on the street corner, and all I had to do was find a place to sleep that night. And people would walk by, and I'd go up to say hi to them. You know, I couldn't talk. And then I'm like thinking about it, going, how do you walk up to someone and say, hey, nice to meet you. I want to travel around the country. I need a place to crash tonight. Oh, and can you feed me because I have no money? And of course, that conversation never started. So people would walk by for hours. And then I'd try and go over to groups. But every time I'd walk up to a group, like a class would end and they'd break up, and I didn't have an opening line. So literally, I'm standing there alone with nowhere to go, nowhere to sleep, nothing to eat, and trying to figure out how on night one I was already ready to give up on this dream to travel around on a motorcycle. And I saw these people going in the auditorium. I thought, excellent, I can follow the crowd. So I went into the auditorium. There's a band playing up on the stage and music going, and people are dancing. And so, okay, I'll just dance, and then I'll meet some people and talk to them a little bit, and then find somebody who's, you know, willing to put me up for the night. And so I'm dancing. I got my little leather jacket. I got my, you know, jeans. I got my cool haircut. I just started off on this trip, and the music stops, and, you know, everyone kind of calms down, looks at the stage, and the singer comes out and grabs the mic, and the singer's like, hey, Eugene! Eugene, we're so glad you're here today. Do you remember the first time you told someone you were gay? And I looked around and realized, like, I was among all dudes in this auditorium in Eugene, Oregon at a gay pride rock and roll festival. So I had totally ignored my audience and had missed my opportunity to meet people in a way that I thought was safe at the time. So I went back outside, and I was standing by my bike, and it started to rain. And as it rained, I realized I got nowhere to go. I'm going to be sleeping in a ditch in the rain. And so I did what any rational 19-year-old would do. I got on the bike and drove around in circles. And I finally saw some dudes sitting on a porch, and they're all hanging out. It's raining like crazy right now. And I rolled up, parked right in front, just said, hey guys, I'm desperate. I'm traveling around the country. I'm on a motorcycle. It's raining. I'm looking for a place to crash. And it was a frat house. And the guys were like, man, that's totally cool. We love that you're traveling. That's so fun. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Seriously though, we have insurance here and you can't stay. Like, cause if you stay here tonight, you know, we get kicked out for having strangers in the house. But one guy was like, you should go down to one of those co-ops where people like gather together. There's a club down there. It's called the Camel Club. They'll take you in because they love that kind of stuff. And so I rolled down, knocked on the door of the Camel Club. All these people come out, long hair, you know, one smoking a cigarette. And they're like, hey man, that's a totally cool story, but we can't let you stay. Sorry, insurance, we can't let you in. And so they close the door and leave. But one guy, this long haired dude, goes, hey, just wait a minute. So everyone goes away. He closes the door. Dude, I think what you're doing is like totally cool. I really respect it. And it sucks that we can't help you. And I'm like standing there going, man, just kind of move to the part where I have someplace warm to go. Because here's what you do. Go down the street. There's another club down there. They're a co-op too. And you tell them, hey man, I'm a member. They're called the Camel Club. And you tell them you're a member and you don't remember your membership number. Say you're from like Wisconsin or someplace nobody's ever heard of. Yeah, they'll let you come in. It'd be cool because they got like this rule where they have to take care of each other if they're traveling. And so he takes his last drag, flicks his cigarette into the rain, and disappears back inside. And packed up my stuff, went 3 blocks or whatever down the road, knocked on the door, and told them, you know, I was from a Camel Club in Wisconsin, traveling around the country here on a motorcycle. They were like, come on inside, we're making Earth Day posters. And I sat in the library the rest of the night and made posters to celebrate Earth Day. And that was my first night on the road. The whole thing that I learned out of that was that you need a catalyst for action. That first night out on the road, that was the big takeaway for me. It was, if I let fear and inhibition like stop me from chasing the things that will make me successful, the only person who really hurts is me. And thank goodness it rained that night, although it's Eugene, Oregon, so it rains every night. But if it hadn't have done that, I don't know that I would have stepped out of my comfort zone and found the model that got me through the rest of that trip. And for 4 months, that's what I did. I traveled around.